Oh, I broke it. Hey, what's going on, peoples? Tiny Blonde, what's up, baby? There we go. Trying to get everything set up. Get that turned off. All right, now I can see the chat up there. No, what up? Looks like it's just me and you, kiddo. Can you hear me? How's the audio? Good? Bueno? Well, it's like having a puppy, except it has sharper claws. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Let me know ya. Let's see. Like I said, he's just like a puppy. Except worse. All right. Oh, let's get some wrapper. We are going to wrap these dudes first. We got good humidity tonight, 69. I'll take it. 70 earlier. He's going to climb that tree as often as he can. He's a climber. Let's see if I remember correctly. These bunches are about 7 inches. They are. And I believe I remember I left this at 6.5. So essentially, we're rolling Toros. Well, we're wrapping Toros. And the Leaf didn't want to give me Churchills. Oh, that's okay. We'll take them. These dudes right here. Oop, over here. Yeah, we got right there. That works. All right, let's see how this Maduro wrapper is acting. Looking pretty good. He's a climber. Shit. All right, focus on what you're doing, John boy. You know what? I don't think this Maduro is going to be long enough. It might be. 37 folks. Hey, how y'all doing? Say hi in the chat. Jumped on. Say hi, please. Just going to hang out and wrap some cigars. And there's enough interest. We'll bunch the last set for here. Some of you know we're moving. Hey, Matt, what's up, dude? Digital, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we do this every week. Hello, Miss Flanagan. Ow, come on now. And the center vein in this is crazy thick. It's really being cranky. But it will surrender itself to me. Now look at the difference. This is kind of wild. This is leaves from the same bag. See how thick and rubbery this one looks compared to this one that you can almost see my hand through. All from the same bag. Hey, Digital, thank you so much. I appreciate that sub, bro. Appreciate it. Merc, this wrapper is an Ecuadorian Maduro. And of course, Maduro just means ripe. Now, this stuff is really hydrated. That one's already pulled. That one's already pulled. I got a feeling trying to use this. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to use the Maduro. No, I don't think so, James. These are actually for these guys, these Hemingways. They're going to be really fun. Some of them got some little spots in them, but they'll be perfect. Yes, tobacco. Being peeling and banding, chopping it out. Preference, Jordan, just preference. I mean, it depends on the wrapper for me. Sometimes I'll just pull them out. Sometimes I won't. If it's a really thin wrapper, like I'm getting ready to pull out here, this shade wrapper, if this stuff is not cased right and you try to pull that middle out, it will tear the leaf up big time. These are much larger. How much bigger they are? Not as pretty either. But you need the longer ones because we have longer cigars to pull. Let's see if these are going to play right. Oh, nice. Wow, with a Ligero. Woo. But that was fun to case out. Circle of Life, I absolutely love that. That is, I've read a lot about how the indigenous folks used tobacco. It's not just it was really a ceremonial thing and a peace and bonding thing. And I dig that. I think some of that got transferred over into the real world, but we lost some of it too. You know, MSA is always fun to case. Yes, Acker, I am. We'll talk about the blend in just a second. I usually do this before we get on, but I figured why not? That's plenty. I don't want these dudes to dry out any more than they need to. All right. Let's see what we're working with here. And now they switch directions. I agree. I agree. Keep one out. Fold these dudes up, put them back in the bag so they stay hydrated. All right, y'all ready to do this? Let's rock and roll. This is Ecuadorian shade wrapper, or Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper. So it's the Connecticut seed, but grown in Ecuador. You know, just as lovely, just as tasty, and a lot less expensive. But it really is. You can taste the difference between the Ecuadorian and the actual Connecticut. And it is a difference. On it right now, Darren. On it right now, buddy. Nice. Move these guys up here. I am predominantly right-handed, so using the left-handed leaves, I end up cutting it backwards, which doesn't leave as pretty a cut. I am not ambidextrous, as most of the professional rollers are, as far as being able to roll from either direction. Yeah, it is a little bit dull, but not that dull. All right, now we'll talk about the blend. Let me pull this dude out. Okay, this is a Cameroon binder with Habano Ligero, Nicaraguan Condego, and Criollo 98. Oh, and Connecticut Broadleaf. And one of my more happy blends. Wow, I didn't know that about the bee sting thing. You have to stretch it tight, but you have to be careful. Because this stuff will tear ever so easily. Make sure we get it folded over right. And a good little twist. So I've heard. So I have heard. Try not to ignore anyone. There's certain things I just can't talk about. And the green stuff is one of them. Exactly. It's neither. If we talk about the green stuff, YouTube gets very, very angry. And I mean very, very angry. And they're already going to throttle me pretty good. They usually do. We can get to 1,000 subscribers, then they'll stop throttling me, which is kind of awesome. I'd like that to happen. Looks like I don't really have enough, so I'm going to pick an ugly one. It's not an ugly one. That's not an ugly one. Wow. Virginia has similar laws to that. We're going to use this one. Well, I will tell you, I would send you one, but for me to do that is a violation of federal law. So I don't own a manufacturer's license, and I don't really need one, in my opinion. I'm just doing this for entertainment. And a chance to hang out with my daughter. Retro, we are rolling cigar. We're wrapping cigars right now. Right. That takes that same license to be able to sell anything that you manufacture or grow, or it's the laws are kind of strange, and it's a bit of a hassle. Not to mention, I don't really want to deal with the government that much. I can help it. All right. Now I think we got the kinks worked out. Hi, Tiny Blonde. Nice. 200 people. Fantastic. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. I mean, it's we went to Florida earlier this year, and it's definitely a thing in Florida for sure. Connecticut too. There's a couple of the Amish still grow the Amish grow tobacco, and they grow quite a bit too. Usually Connecticut broadleaf or Connecticut shade wrapper. Oh, I'm being a little stingy. You're going too fast. No, not normally. It's because he's comfortable. All right. First one of the stream. Not too shabby at all. Cap's a little jacked up, but I'll take it. No, definitely not a shaman. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I would never claim that. Just a normal dude with the love of this beautiful leaf. There we go. Antidote? Not much, buddy. How are you? Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, I can't do that. I can't order McDonald's. All right, you're playing nice. Not playing nice tonight. Yes, I'm actually not a huge fan of Connecticut leaf either, but I have it, and with the blends I put inside of them, it's still quite flavorful, and it's good medium cigar, good for first thing in the morning, in my opinion. If one would be so inclined to make that choice to smoke a cigar. For the glue, as a hobby, Super Tough is what's in this little container right here is called Bermcol. It's essentially just a vegetable gum. It's odorless and tasteless. Doesn't leave a weird residue on the cigar either. And some of the other stuff I've used in the past has left funky little residue. I don't do that on this channel. YouTube is real serious about the green stuff. Yeah, definitely smash that like button. Thanks, man. Smash the like button. What's your favorite Pokemon? I don't have one. Oh, thank you, Super Tough. I appreciate that. I'll break out the more challenging ones later. Just got to get through. There's only 2 of these left. And then we'll get into the fun ones. The ones that are super challenging. I don't sell them. I just roll for pleasure and entertainment. Nice way to just hang out with folks. And of course, someone very special to me jumps on every Thursday and hangs out. She doesn't live close anymore. She's living her very best life, and I couldn't be happier. Got an amazing human being. And now they have a furry kitty. Oh, yes, most definitely. These I'll let sit for about a week, maybe 10 days, unless it's one I'm actually experimenting on, where it's just an experimental blend. Then I'll give those about 4 days. It's a cigar. Richard, great question. I learned from watching YouTube videos, and over the summer, my girl and I went to to Tampa, Florida, and spent the weekend in Ybor City, and hung out with a bunch of people that were, well, we hung out with Cubans and people from Nicaragua, and pretty much anybody we could find that would teach us about cigars, and we learned an enormous amount while we were there. But yeah, great food, great people. They just had a big show. Their annual event is every year, and it's pretty wild from what I hear. Because we were moving, we didn't get to go. That's okay. We're moving to better digs. Oh, thank you. There are a couple of vendors online. No, no, no. I am a good old fashioned gringo. But anyway, where did I get the tobacco? There's a couple of places online. I'm not sponsored by any of them, and so I can't really share who they are. I'm not allowed to promote. Truth. Bad for number 2. This wrapper is definitely a funky creature. I do. I have lots of molds. Well, not lots. I have a few. I have probably close to a dozen that I've collected over the last year. I only have one wooden mold, and that's this one. This was my first mold. It's a 50 by 8. So Toros, Robustos, Churchills. I only break him out on special occasions because he uses a lot of tobacco. Oh, no expense. No worries, Kyle. No worries at all. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. A tickle in my throat. It's different varietals or different seed strains. You know, like if you try something in the real world. Like how about like green peppers versus red or orange peppers? It's essentially still a pepper, but it's a little different, tastes different, looks different, grows different. It's in most of the tobacco we use for rolling cigars is of Cuban origin from a long, long time ago. LGBT cigarette. Correct. That's correct. No chemicals, none whatsoever. No, this is just literally tobacco and that vegetable gum. And that's one of the big differences with the stuff that you get if you're a cigarette smoker. The ones that come from the big brand, the big boys, and I dare not say their name or I might invoke their wrath. It's not just tobacco. it's a bunch of reconstituted stuff, and it's, yeah. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube that explain the differences between cigar tobacco and cigarette tobacco, or at least cigarette tobacco in general. They're all gender fluid. And actually, considering that tobacco can self-pollinate, I guess it's neither. It's asexual. Not that I don't even want to broach that topic in the remotest bit. People live their lives however they want to, and that's all that matters to me. I do not care. Love who you love, run with who you run with. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Just be good people. That's all that matters. No, nothing else matters. We just be good people to each other because we're only here for a little while. Yeah, you can make a cigar box guitar. I've seen lots of them. Whatever boxes I end up getting, I end up saving and then sharing with others. My cap work is not the best in the world, but it is pretty good. Oh, well, hello, Sweden. Thank you so much. Wow, that's awesome. Nice. It depends on the size of the cigar. This is a 50 ring gauge, and if I remember correctly, there are 4.5 leaves inside, and then there's 2 leaves that wrap it because I used a double binder and then another wrapper on the outside. So 7 total in this specific cigar. Now, the ones that are in here, there's maybe 2, but they're broken up into smaller pieces. Oh, nice. I go back to the donor again. Tunisia, hey, how are you? Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome. $263. Awesome. So we'll save that cap for the next one. Tell my brain was running around doing other stuff. No, it's definitely not too expensive. I mean, it can get out of control real quick if you really go down the rabbit hole hard and buy all of this and buy that and buy this and buy that. But actually, I had a work thing the other day when we were doing some work on our building, and I had a bunch of contractors in there. I mean, there was a bunch. And while they were sitting around eating lunch, I rolled cigars. They were kind of digging it too. It was kind of neat. Australia, hey, how's it going? We're getting it together. Sometimes it takes me 1 or 2 to get it together. Ooh. You see these little dots and stains? That's from water and bruising. Because when these come, they're in a little tiny bunch, all folded up tight, and they're dry as a bone. Oh, cool. That's something I want to do in the future, too. kind of when I retire from my regular job. I definitely want to be deeper in this industry. We'll see how this year goes for because it's our first time using this property. We don't know how it's going to act, or got some soil testing to do, but we're going to go Criollo 98, a Connecticut 49, and Dominican Olor. No, not a lot. I smoke a couple a day. It's pretty much guaranteed. Oh no, the steam is coming over my shoulder. It's actually a big humidifier, just keeping the humidity up in here. And you know what I did? I certainly did. Was not paying attention and almost rolled it backwards. Had to look at the way the veins were. Yeah. Wow, 3:30 in the morning? Yeah, it's 7:30 here. Yeah, I've done them backwards, inside out, and it's like, okay. Guess that's how that's going to be tonight. Those are the ones who are like, no, that never happened. No, we didn't do that. Holy crap, 322. Wow. 343, amazing. Thank you all so much. Wait a minute. Appreciate everybody hanging out. 383, 120 in the morning. Wow. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out. You should definitely be sleeping. I really appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully we'll hopefully have a good time and make it worth not sleeping. 577, incredible. No, it's a cigar. Wow. $3:30 in the morning in Ethiopia. Wow. Looks like YouTube decided to throttle us again. We were approaching 600 and it dropped down to 244. Either that or there were a bunch of AI bots. Either way, they count as views. I love that one. Beans. The free dog has snuck up behind me. Oh, wow. Really, Kyle? That's awesome. There's a few of us that stream. We all do it on different nights so we don't step on each other. Steve, great question. Great question. Depends on the leaf, depends on the wrapper, but on average, we'll just use these for example. These cost me about $3 to make. Yeah, about $3. Oh, Kyle, that's awesome. Thank you. And we I usually post a couple of videos during the week, but like I said in the description, this is the last stream here because we're moving, so everything's kind of packed up. I just had this out and I saved up, pulled the other leaf out just so I could bind a few up, and those will be the last ones here. I'll take them and wrap them at the new house. This wrapper is toast. I'll make it work though. Definitely not the prettiest one. The ugliest wrapper, that's for sure. Oh, nice. Thank you. Why, thank you, Matthew. All right. Love this old mold. Got it from a lady that her husband used to be in tobacco. He used to travel to Honduras. So apparently those were, made in Honduras. I think that's pretty awesome. I like to get a couple from Florida. Or actually I'd love one from Cuba, but we'll get there. Virginia. All right. Those away. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh, no. I'm not going anywhere. I got these 5 still to wrap, these Hemingways, and we've got some tobacco out here and here and over here too. And we're going to bunch up another set. All right. These are 5, what are they? 4.5 by 54 Hemingways. These will be challenging to roll, which is why I chose a bigger. I will neither confirm nor deny that it is Richmond. That's oddly specific. Yes, flavor. Marcella is flavor and the different tastes. Each one tastes a little bit different. I've got some over there. It's the Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. I have one from Brazil. They just kind of bring different things to the party, and depending on what I'm doing, I'll pick a different wrapper. If I'm trying to enhance something in the blend, or if I'm trying to soften it a little bit, I'll go with a lighter wrapper. Yeah, it's just about flavors. Whew, not the biggest wrapper, that's for sure. Lord, get rid of that little nub. I don't need him. Look at that. Oof. It's going to be a tiny little wrapper here. Teeny tiny little wrapper. I'm not even sure if I can make this work. You all may get to see me fail at wrapping one right here. This little tiny dude. It's retrohaling is a preference. Some people do it, some people don't. And if you do it wrong, you end up inhaling and burning the crap out of your nose. And if you retrohale on one that's too strong, it'll light you up. What are you doing, Hannah? Hannah found the bucket of water for the humidor. Decided she wanted a drink of it. All right, this is where it gets interesting, folks. Right here. So I'm not going to be looking at the chat for a few seconds till I can get this started. Yeah, this wrapper is actually too short. I'm going to give it a try, but I really think it's too short. It is, it's too short. We managed to get it around. Nope, did not. See, too short. And that is what you call, do I ever get bugs? No, the leaf that I use is frozen first. And the freezing it for a couple of days will kill all of the larvae. Damn, are any of these going to be long enough? Ooh. Might have to punt. I don't think any of these are long enough. Come on. You know what? Yep. I'm going to surrender these. Yeah, I would, Kyle, I would never inhale a cigar. I mean, I have accidentally and paid the price for it. And now we punt. Because that wrapper is too small. What do we got in here? Let's pillow the binder. Ooh. All right. This is my binder. This will be really thick. This is actually binder. It's not pretty enough. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm literally having to punt because those wrappers were way too small. This shape here, it's called a Hemingway. Whew, they're tougher than I am. I'm not going to lie to you. There's no way in the world I would even attempt to inhale. All right. This is back to that same shit. And we're going to have to work something out here because this is just not going to fly. 270. Man, sleep is just not as nice as it was. It's towards the bottom of the bag. So that kind of, well, guys, looks like we're going back to the Connecticut because the Connecticut is what I have and the Connecticut is what is happy. And definitely way bigger than it needs to be. Unless that Brazilian is still happy. Huh. No, most of the time they're just sitting in this humidor up here or in one of the other humidors. There are, I hate to admit it, but there are 5 humidors in this house. And that's not counting the deep storage stuff. The deep storage stuff is a couple of 60 quart. I call them Tupperdoors. That's what they call them. And it's essentially just an airtight container, usually made of plastic. Okay, let's try this again. Now let me work through that silliness. Now this one definitely has enough leaf for me to wrap this up. Now we're back on track. I'm working on it, Bubba. Working on it. And I roll Texas size cigars. Actually, the biggest mold that I have that's a straight, like these Churchills, is the 50. I'm sorry, I have a 55. I used the 55 for short filler cigars. All right, this is where the fun part starts, right here. Because this wrapper is very finicky and not exactly pretty. Okay, cool. Ah, damn it. First one of these I wrap is never pretty. No, I don't think it's too dry. I think it's just I'm manhandling it, especially with these. I tend to manhandle them and they get jacked up real quick. first one is a forgiver. Those are the wrapper problems. I kind of freaked out a little bit. 315, outstanding. This is not the correct way to do this. I'm just failing horribly. But that's okay. That's how we learn. We learn. CI. I don't know which one CI is. I buy from LO and WLT. And there's another one, TLS. I like them because they're in this. Well, I like all of them, actually. Oh, duh. Man, why didn't I get that one? Of course, Cigars International. Have you gotten any from Cigar Page? Yeah, I've gotten some. Sorry, yeah. Sleeping at the wheel, trying to focus on what I'm doing instead of running my mouth. Oh. There we go. And it tore right in half. Damn it. This is one of the reasons I don't like Connecticut wrapper. It's just too, doesn't have enough give. Filling around. Focus on what I'm doing. True. Hello does definitely have a larger selection. Strangely enough, I've talked to WLT more times on the telephone or over an email than I have LO. Both are good companies. Both are good people. I think they both love tobacco, so that's what matters. They take care of us. Oh, right on. Oh, yeah, I'm a deal hunter, too. I am a deal. I'm going to try something different. I usually cut that slit, but I'm not going to do it this time. Because there are some things I have to do, but there are things I don't have to do either. I don't have to do it the exact way everybody else does it. As long as the outcome is attractive or tasty. Tasty more important. I smoked some ugly cigars that have tasted amazing. We went to Jamaica. Oh, Lord. We went earlier this year, well before the hurricane. And there's always one guy, it was our second time. There's always an older gentleman walking up the beach selling cigars. Now, of course, they have Cuban bands on them. Quality of my cigars. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I understand having to go to sleep. Totally get it. I'm going to go crash when this is over, too. Maybe stop by next week. We'll be, like I said, we'll be at the new location, so it'll be a little bit different. A little bit different. Some people just cut this off while they're rolling. I don't. Yeah, that's not the right way to do this, but I'm doing it. Yeah, that is not the right way to do that. I just left a pigtail on the other one. Did I even cap it? No, I didn't. All right, let's slow down and regroup here. Yeah, anyway, sorry, the Jamaica story. Yeah, the older gentleman on the beach, they were, I've seen him twice now. Both times we went, I ran into him in the same spot on the beach, which was awesome. And yeah, he had Monte Cristo and Cohiba bands on him. Now, I'm not dumb. I know that some random dude walking up the beach is not carrying actual Cohibas or actual Monte Cristos, but he was Jamaican, and those were Jamaican tobacco. I ended up asking him. I was like, all right. I asked him. I said, were these rolled here? And he said, yeah. And I said, did you roll them? He said, yeah. And so I bought them all. I bought them all. I was like, give them all to me. And they were fantastic. Well fermented, dark flavor, very Cuban-esque in style, but not triple capped, which is usually a dead giveaway. All Cuban cigars are triple capped, which is kind of what I'm doing, but my caps are shorter. Well, hello, Donna, Queen of the Cats. I see you. Thank you. Daniel, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Come hang out again. We'll be here. Have a nice evening and have a great week. And don't work too hard. As Lord knows, we're going to try our best not to. We probably will, but that's just how it goes. And that cap is way big. That's going to come way down on the shoulder. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here in the bag and get a different wrapper. Something a little stronger. Blue bucket is filler. Gray bucket is rubber. Where's the Brazilian? Brazilian. Oh, yeah. This might play. This very well might. Wait a minute. Hold on a second here, Fantastic. I forgot I had another bag hidden over here in the corner. With the actual really nice wrapper. You tell the whole thing is in disarray at this point. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a little better. It's really ugly too. Good Lord. Oh, wait. I think this is Cameroon. Oh, yeah, this is Cameroon binder. That's why I was over there. Wow. All right, well. Most expensive cigar I ever bought. Whew. It was a Trinidad, an actual Cuban made Havana made Trinidad. And was it worth it? I think that's subjective, but personally, I've smoked better cigars that were considerably less money. And this is going to be a man. It's all holy crap. All right, going back to the Brazilian. Thank you. Oh, well, I see you, misadventure artist. That's too dry. All right, we're going to try this. Parker, what's up, homie? This message was held for review. Well, what message is that? Nice. Thanks, Blonde. Good looking out. And you know what? This is way dry. and way big for Hemingways. You know what? Because the wrappers have decided to take a break on me tonight, we're going to not wrap these up. I'll wrap those up off camera later on. But what we will do is do some bunches. Some bunches. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to complete it. This one is so badly done, I'll end up unwrapping it and redoing it. But these are okay. All right. Aha, I found it. yeah, I've heard that same myth. Yeah. I think that might be a challenge these days, you know. Not sure it would make them taste any better. It'd definitely be less hygienic. Mm-hmm. 50s. Don't need that anymore. Slide this up here. Put this over here. Put it over. All right. Because of the horrible wrapper issue, we will punt and just bunch some cigars and have a little chit chat. This is the binder. This is the leaf that covers the internal leaves and gives it its initial shape. And this specific one is called Piloto Cubano. One of my favorite binders. It's strong and it can handle itself and take some pretty good abuse. I think I pulled out 6 total. Exactly. Gently on the stream. Amen. I can dig it. Now that's an earworm that's not going to go away real quick. All right. The Chivetta, mine is actually sharp. Some people don't run them sharp. I think the cost of a cigar is, I think it's subjective to the person. It's what they think it's worth. And I mean, like I said, I've smoked expensive cigars that I was like, they're okay. And then I smoked some less expensive cigars that blew my mind. I don't judge the cigar based on what it costs. I look at what's in it, who made it, and if I can find out where it was made. For me to make this cigar is probably between $3 and $5 per stick to make. 2, 3, 2, 3. Perfect. YouTube. YouTube is an excellent place to start. It's where most of us started. And then we went down the rabbit hole and here we are. I mean, I've been doing this right at a year. Man, right at a year. Wow. No, I'm not allowed to sell them. I don't have the correct government licensing. I share them with friends, family. Although, if the stuff we grow turns out pretty decent, I may consider grabbing a license. Okay. This method I'm doing right now is called entubado. And it's essentially making a straw. And first leaf is seco. This really doesn't look like Lejano, but it is. A little dry. Can you hear how dry they are in my hands? There are a couple of places online you can sell tobacco with. I sound like Pinkman. Wow. Minus the horrible drug addiction. Although his escape in the end of El Camino, that's pretty cool. This is oh yeah, I saw that video the other day. What would you say if the IRS were watching? I'd say the same thing I say. I don't do this for money. I do this for fun. And it's a chance that just once a week to get together and hang out. And we're not solving anything. We're not here to solve anything. We're just here to enjoy company and time and maybe learn some stuff. And it probably looks on the camera like I'm rolling this very tightly, and I'm not. It can be similar, yes, between this and ritual tobacco. And I found a soft spot right there, and I need a piece of tobacco. Get that out of the way. Find the happy spot. And what I'm looking for when I'm moving it back and forth on the cutter is you can feel when it starts to get skinny. And I stop right before that. And that was actually, man, these are feeling like Robustos. I don't know if that's going to play or not. Oh, yeah, she'll play. Well, these might turn out to be Robustos. I cut this tip. Oh, it takes time, dude. It takes absolute time. Just time. Oh, that's a perfect one. Great. Baby. Had a furry visitor behind me. Don't keep this this binder. I don't let it get super wet. So it just takes longer to dry, and this leaf is thick anyway. So STG. I was an SM or signalman, a long gone rate. No, the inner leaf is different. Man, stuff is rough. There we go. You'll see me hold it up to the light. I'm trying to make sure I only have one leaf, considering this is the power leaf. This stuff is dry, dry, dry. All right, we can make it work. Tiny Blonde. I see you there, baby. Hannah snuck up behind me. Oh, nice. Thank him for his service. And thank you for yours. Some of the best times of my life. I'm a first Gulf War veteran. Two tours across the pond. And then I ran drug interdiction for the rest of the time. In the Caribbean. It's a horrible place to be. Terrible. It's the biggest cigar you've made. About a 55 ring or so. Maybe give or take a skosh more. And probably 8.5 inches long. It was my pleasure. And that is a Corona. I can tell you that right now. That is way undersized. How much will it cost me if I want this in India? Well, you'll have a better chance at getting it from someone else. I can't sell them. And this is actually a Corona. Shoot. I know this is way too big. Watch, it'll just drop right in. Yeah, that's a way undersized punch, but that's okay. Got a box press coming, so that might work out good for that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a big cigar. There's a Cuban roller in Ybor City, Florida, who I got to meet when we were down there. I got to be honest, I kind of fanboyed a little bit. Actually, I fanboyed a lot. Oof. Oof. Those over there. But she went for a world record this year. Just a cigar. And it's Donna in the purest of it. I'm just making a cigar. It's a Dominican and Nicaraguan blend with a little bit of Ecuadorian for the finish. This leaf is rough. This can be the challenging part, is going through the leaf and finding. What do you recommend as gifts for my family? Yeah, 13 by 134. Wow, that's good. That's a tough thing. I think a cigar gift is for the individual. You know, you have to know what they want, what they're into. Gift cards always work. Lighters, cutters. Kind of got to. Accessories are always an easy guess because you don't have to try to figure out what they like cigar wise, which is very subjective and very personal. That feels a little bit better. Grab the half leaf. Yeah, that's better. And it's back in the humidor bucket again. Oh, thank you. Humidors. Wow, that's a whole different subgenre. And apparently my brain wants to roll Coronas tonight. It does not want to roll Robustos. Because that is two. Corona is my favorite vitola. And it's the one I roll the most. So my brain just immediately goes, Corona, stop. There we go. That cleaned up. We might have to switch molds. That's a good point. Although the old schoolers swear by matches or using pieces of cedar. I've never used it. I've never used a cedar strip before. Yes, they are. Actually, Coronas are my favorite vitola. That's going to squish nicely. Get one more leaf. Down a hole would have been fine. Wow. Man, that's been a nice, consistent number tonight. I know I've already said this, but I really, really appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. How long do they go in the press crystal? Usually about an hour per side. Usually about an hour per side. So when you put them in, go like this, and then you put the top on, obviously, squeeze them. And about an hour later, I'll pull them out, and I will turn them 90 degrees so that these edges are facing up and down. Because what the mold will do is it'll create a crease, and by spinning them, you flatten that back out. PNW, my brother, what's happening? Man, it's been fun so far, other than the wrapper deciding it didn't want to work. And so like, I guess we're punting now. Yes, Notorious, they are. We are not allowed to sell them because we do not have the proper government licensing. And I don't want the government in my business that deep. You don't need to be. All right. Little Olor Ligero in the middle. This is a nice hydrated one here. Had to dig a little deeper into my pack of pre-mades. Of pre-sorted leaf, I mean. Where you at? There. Depends. Sometimes, sorry, I think I missed a comment. Sorry about that. Usually, before they're even dry enough to smoke, at least a week. And I mean, I've got some in this Tupperware over here that are almost a year old. Almost a year. And I do need one more piece of tobacco. Darn it. There we go. Perfect. That feels better. That feels like a 50. We take these little pieces that we tear off of the bottom and we bolster the head and the foot so that you get a nice, strong cigar at the ends. Improves the mouthfeel, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, no worries, Matthew. These are Dominican Cubano, Piloto Cubano binder, and Criollo 98, and Dominican Olor, and Nicaraguan Seco. So it's and we'll be wrapping them. We won't be wrapping them tonight, but we'll wrap them in an Ecuadorian wrapper, or maybe Cameroon if I'm feeling salty. And that wrapper is cranky and finicky. It wants it its own way. A chisel tip. I've smoked one, but no, I don't have the mold for a chisel tip. Oh, thank you. I do this because it's relaxing, it's fun. And to be honest with you, I started this stream as my youngest moved out of town to make some good changes in her life, and I was real proud of her. And no, I haven't seen any tobacco from North Carolina that's been cigar tobacco. It's mostly cigarette tobacco. But believe one thing, if I can get if I can get my hands on some cigar tobacco from North Carolina or Virginia, I will most definitely roll it. I love it. It's one of the things that's got me excited about this upcoming year is having, I mean, I won't get to roll that this year. Whatever tobacco we grow this summer will easily be 2 years before I even get to think about smoking it. Easily 2 years, if not 3 or 4. I will next year. We grew Tennessee Fire Cure this year in bucket and like pots, like old school. It was kind of fun. Well, like old school, like growing the green stuff, old school. And we did okay. I had 21 plants here. My mom had plants. My son had plants. My daughter had plants. And I had 21 here, and I got about 4.5 pounds, maybe 5. It's hanging and dried. I've got to ferment it. I wasn't going to build a fermentation kiln and then try to move it. So we'll once we get to the new house, which is Saturday, we'll get all the base projects completed, and that I'll get that fermented up, and we'll see what happens. I think worst case, it'll roll some fine cigarettes. I'm hoping for at least filler out of it. Man, the center vein in that thing. Lord. It's so big, I'm just going to cut it out. Wow. That thing is a beast. This is Olor Ligero from the top of the plant. Spent its whole life in the sun. Oh, right on. Thank you. Hi, no. Have I ever felt bad from handling too much and smoking too much in one day? That I have. It was one of those weeks where we were running back and forth to the new property and working up there, and I was driving a lot. And I tend to smoke a lot of cigars when I'm driving. It's just kind of it's a remnant of my cigarette smoking days. I used to love to smoke and drive. It was my happy time. But I think I rolled 20 or 30 cigars that day, and I smoked 5 of my own. I didn't feel real good for a couple of days, but I got through it. You have to be careful. Well, I don't have to be careful, but it's always better to be careful. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Need another binder. I don't usually double binder, but to get this last little bit, I'm not going to have a choice. There we go. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Yes, it most definitely does. How many do I usually smoke a day? Well, honestly, somewhere between 3 and 5. Usually 3. 3 is the standard. They're not all big ones like this. Most of the time, they're little short panatellas, which is one of these Coronas that are but shorter. I don't usually smoke big ring gauge cigars. I don't like the mouthfeel. And I've got some cigarillos too. I mean, do I roll in a week? Whoo! Well, average between 8 and 10 every day. It's what I usually roll. Yeah, usually between 8 and 10. I get up early in the morning. I just because I don't sleep. Oh, awesome! I'm glad you got it. Hi, Beans. I gotta get some more binder. Hold on. What do we got left? 5. And the below a binder. So Sorry for being off camera, folks. Had to grab some more binder. Yeah, they'll make you strong to a point. Then they make you weak. This is actually a slightly different binder, still Dominican, but this is Olor instead of Piloto Cubano. And strangely, you know, realistically, they look exactly the same. No, you do not. I mean, you can try to inhale it if you want to, but you're going to not be happy about it when you do. You're ready to cough your brains out. How we doing? 208. Awesome. I got 5 slots left. You pop out 6. Oh, nice, man. Appreciate that. That prosperous rejects. I appreciate that. Drop a subscribe if you wouldn't mind. That would certainly help. One of the things we noticed last week, too, is because I have under 1,000 subscribers, YouTube throttles me. They'll let it spike up, and then they'll chop it down. Then they'll let it spike up, and then they'll chop it down. Well, last week's stream was the most people I'd ever had. It was nuts. I looked at the statistics afterwards. There were 23,000 views. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Just to think that many people took, even if it was just a few seconds. But I think that's neat. Maybe somebody got inspired. Maybe somebody saw something they wanted to reminded them of something from their past, or, you know, a grandparent or a parent that's not with us anymore. I think that's neat. These things do hold memories. Roll elaborately for the cigar. Don't roll it beforehand. Yes, it most definitely does. If I'm using a super thick one, like a Connecticut broadleaf, I will most definitely hit it with a, I've got, where'd it go? Here it is right here. With this dude right here. And you can see it is well used. And it's heavy in the end, but it's just aluminum. But it does a real nice job of flattening out big ugly stems. Flip. Shit. Tore it. Living good. How are you? Thanks, Prosperous. You too, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, if you haven't and you wouldn't mind, shoot me it'd be a subscribe. It greatly helps. Every one of you that subscribes, it absolutely helps. Feeling pretty good today, cruising. How about you? Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the subscribe. We'll see you next week. Next week is the debut of the new digs. Got some new toys coming. And by toys, I mean tools. Kind of excited about that. Stuff that's to get everything set up, I'll shoot a little video of the new digs. Yes, check out one of the leaf brokers, either LO or WLT, and they'll have a starter kit. You can get Peachy. Thank you so much. Yep, every Thursday, Prosperous. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise anyway. I use a Fine Mister. Oh shoot, it's out of reach. It's just like a spray bottle with some water in it. You can use pretty much any little spray bottle you want, and that usually does the job quite well. Whoa, a little fold coming in here. See, I knew that was not right. Knew there was not enough leaf in that. I could feel it. The thing is that and one of the gentlemen that I've learned from, he does a stream usually on the weekends too. And so does my buddy that popped on PNW. Gotta go check out his page. He's awesome too. We kind of lean on each other, push each other, challenge it. I like that. Tiny Blonde. Great to see you still here, kiddo. Been a wild stream, hasn't it? Now, PNW is one of my brothers. He rolls too. He's an excellent human being. I can just tell that. Never met face to face. He lives on the other coast, but I can just tell. Oh, cool, kid. Cool. That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. No, it's not. Not at all. Tobacco is completely legal to own and grow and roll into cigarettes and cigars. Where it gets illegal is you can't sell it. And the moment you sell it, the ATF gets a little bit upset with you. And by a little bit upset, I mean you're going to prison. I don't know about that. They'll probably fine the crap out of you the first time. But I'd rather not challenge the feds. That's a little underpacked. I knew it was. Yeah, a lot like liquor. It's regulated, but not it's regulated, but not illegal. And as far as growing your own tobacco goes, in Virginia, I don't know about anywhere else. In Virginia, you can legally grow up to 0.9 of an acre, so just shy of 1 acre for personal consumption, and that is perfectly legal. And an acre of tobacco, that's a lot for one man to try to process, and it's a lot. I mean, like I said, I had 21 plants last year, and it was every day. I was out there working on them, checking on them, making sure there were no bugs eating them up, which there were a lot of. And we did it all natural, all organic, all nice and clean. Welcome. Come on and have a good time. Whoa. Wow. Hey, Bliss, how are you, fine sir? Dude, if you could see the smile on my face right now, you'd be tripping out. They aren't quite 50s, they're more like 48s. Not too tight. I don't sell them, Matthew. I mean, you are ever on this side of the world and want to look me up, we can. I will sit down and gladly smoke a cigar and chit chat a while. That's for sure. I'm happy to do that. Crunchy. Where did I lose that? No. case anybody's curious. It's nice and hydrated in here. Oh, wow. 500-year-old seeds. I'm surprised they sprouted, but that's way cool. That's definitely an untampered with strain. That needs another leaf. And there it is. Yeah, that's better. No, actually enough, they when you put them in the humidor, if they're a little bit loose, as the wrapper dries, they'll tighten up even more. These ones I've rolled tonight are going to have a very loose straw. A lot of them are undersized for this mold. I say I've rolled so many Coronas lately that my brain is having difficulty grasping what a Robusto. Shoot. Opposite sides. Darn it. No choice. Actually. Sometimes you got to go back to the bag. Oh, wow, what a great, excellent. My tattoos, I'm one of those people that when I get tattooed, it's there's a story behind it usually. You know, something, some moment in my life, some time, some person, some event. Like this tattoo here, this U.S. Navy tattoo. This was my grandfather's, so it's an exact copy of his. I got it after he passed away. It's the only tattoo he had, and he got it in Pearl Harbor before he went to fight in Okinawa. He was Navy as well. This one is my rate. That's what I did. That's communications. This is a ship's wheel with the hold fast written around it. I got that one during my first divorce, just to remind me to just hang on. It was all going to come together. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the back of this arm is my pirate ship, or one of my pirate ships. The lore is when you get a pirate ship tattooed on you, if the sails are intact, then it means the pirate ship means you've been through a struggle or you survived something. If your sails were intact, which mine are, means you came out for the better. And I think I did. So, the man's ruin tattoo. That's 3 things that have tried to kill me many times in my life. That's motorcycles, redheadeds, and moonshine. They have tried to kill me several times, but I'm still here, still kicking. One on the backside is my light, my square and compasses. I am a Freemason. It's something I'm quite proud of. I'm not as active as I once was. Just life got in the way, and I had to take a step back. But it's still a very big part of who I am as a human. I live by the rule. I live by the laws and morals, the way that they are taught. I think it's an excellent system to live. Oh, I just threw one away. Darn it. Let's see. This tattoo, the nautical star, and it has a heart built into it. And my girl Jessica has the exact same tattoo. kind of neat. We got that together when I lived on my boat. Oh, wow. The PBI Navigator, and your dad's a Freemason too? Oh, wow, cool. I'd love to see that. Let's see. Oh, the theater masks. Wow. There's a cool story behind the theater masks. We were in Normandy for the 50th anniversary of the D-Day invasion. I was with a buddy of mine named Mike Sims. He never gotten a tattoo before, so we went to found the only tattoo parlor in Torquay, England, and I got this one. Okay, of course, it means drama and comedy, but I think I look at it as laugh now, cry later. And my Popeye was the second tattoo I ever got. I got it when I was 19, right before I left to go to Saudi Arabia, or Bahrain, actually. I always say Saudi because most people don't know where Bahrain is. The little island off the coast. Let's see, what else? This lady under my arm here, she is surrounded by 4 dragons. The 4 dragons represent my children. And the color is reminiscent of their personalities. Quite a bit of research on that. And the small black dragon is me. Well, she knows who she is. I don't need to say it. I got this. This is my English, my regular shoot. I got the wizard tattoo the day after I got home from my first tour in Desert Storm. My mom was with me. That was kind of wild. Nice. I have a smaller eagle tattoo, eagle and anchor tattoo. Not a globe and anchor. I'm not a Marine. I'm Navy. Although most of my friends are, some people I know are Marines. My shooting instructor was a Marine Corps Scout sniper. Another fine human being. Very fine human being. On my back is fully tattooed, shoulder to shoulder, all the way to my waist. It is a large European dragon with his wings spread out. He's the person that always watches my back. Been in some places where I wasn't exactly safe. But we survived them, and he watches my back. There are 2 tattoos on my feet. I won't show those because I'm sure the YouTube algorithm would love that. But one of my feet are the traditional Sailor Jerry pig and a rooster. My daughter will remember this. She's one of the moderators. We were bringing our sailboat, our little small sailboat, up from its winter berth to its summer berth, and got caught in a storm. This boat's only 25 feet long, 6,800 pounds, very light craft. And we was blue skies. It was this amazing day. We had a blast. And we broke the corner heading into our spot, and I saw this storm form in front of us. It was one of those storms where I was like, okay, guys, might get your life jackets on and hang on because this is going to be sporty. When it hit us, it laid us, turned us sideways, put us on our side, broke the rudder in half. I watched it float away. We found out from the weather system, the people on the shore and the weather service, that it was what they call a straight line storm. And they clocked it at over 50 knots, straight line. It laid us over, broke the rudder in half, tore up a bunch of the rigging. We had water coming in, and it was probably the most intense 5 minutes of sailing I've ever had in my life. I can still hear my daughter down below screaming and hollering. And what's this? And it was only 5 minutes, and the storm ended, but it was a long 5 minutes. But I got the pig and the rooster shortly thereafter. The sailor lore is a pig and a rooster will never drown. Well, not because they can swim, but most of the time in the old pirate ship days or in the old merchant days, chickens and pigs were in wooden crates. So the sailors that were marooned somewhere would find these crates with a chicken or a pig in it. And it's kind of the lore. It's supposed to get you back home safely and keep you from drowning. So let's see what else. There's a small knight on my shoulder. That one comes from it was a time in my life when things were just not well, but we got through it. And the knight was the representation of myself at that time. And he was a little battered, a little broken. He got through it though. And here we are today, rolling cigars, hanging out with cool people, just enjoying life. And that's the gist of my tattoos. There are a couple more, but not many. Yeah, tattoos have moments for me. I like to, and they have to be big moments, not small things. And that one almost, scissors. It's a combination of Nicaraguan and Dominican Republic and Ecuador. Combination thereof. What I should have done is tried to case out some wrapper before we started this, but yeah, we had a hard time with that wrapper tonight. It just did not want to cooperate. And that happens. Where'd it go? Dropped one. Come here, back over here, where you belong. There we go. There we go. Dropped the binder on the floor. Had to go pick it up. It's actually a little crunchy. I don't know how wise they are. They're just truth, life experience. Life experience. Man. Ooh. I'm kind of using this Chevetta because this is to cut out this big center stem. I normally will just tear it by hand, but this leaf is starting to feel a little crispy in my fingers. And I don't want to break it all up. Man. That's not good. Get out of there. That's not good either. There we go. Whoa. Lord, that leaf is thick. It's an Olor Ligero. $3.59. Oh my gosh. Ooh, crunchy. Mike Fish, wow. Whew. Man, it's like your dad, your uncle just walked in the room. You're like, holy shit, I gotta act right. No, gentlemen, I appreciate you guys more than you can imagine. Yeah, what you've done for us rookie guys is it's beyond our thanks. It feels right. Time I question myself, I know still grabbed the wrong side. Where are you at? That's not the right one. Well, we're back to that same situation where I have to roll one inside out. And I've been bunching like crazy. I just looked over and realized this mold's almost full. Actually, this is the number 10. Holy moly. It depends. That's actually a great question. the leaf can last up to a certain point as long as it's high, as long as it's kept conditioned to some level. If you just let it completely bone dry out, then all the oils go out too, and that's where all your flavor comes from. No oil, no flavor. I ran across these. I was at some event locally and ran across these cigars made in Manila. They were supposed to have Perique in them. I can dig that, dude. I can dig it, Bliss. What was it? Shoot. I forgot. Oh, how long can leaf last? If it's taken care of well, you can age it probably, I don't know, 20 years maybe? 20 years or better? And there's, I think at a certain point, it literally just stops having any taste. You can still smoke it. It's not going to hurt you any more than tobacco would anyway. Whew, Lordy. Dirty boy tonight. Yes. 30 years? Is that what it is? Cool. And that makes sense. I am not disciplined enough to keep that much to not use it. I'm not that disciplined. Oh, I did order that same screw press that you have, Bliss. I managed to find one on Amazon, and I had some coupons or something from Fetch or whatever, and ended up getting it for free. I mean, I didn't even have to pay shipping. It was kind of wild. I was like, all right, cool. So that's being delivered to the new house. Mika, we grew Tennessee Fire this year, and next year we're going to grow Criollo 98, Connecticut Broadleaf, Connecticut 49, and Dominican Olor. That's my plan anyway. We've got 3 acres to play. No, you can grow up to an acre. I looked up paper press, and that's what came up. If you look back at some of Bliss's videos. Wow. I just looked up at the one that's like, I'm watching it here, but the camera that's recording is up here, and YouTube keeps showing user limit or limit because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. Then it kicks people out and lets it rebuild, which is kind of neat. I mean, I hate seeing people get kicked out. Man, I got to find another mold. Woo! Let's just keep bunching. Why not? Wait, 2 hours in? Wow. Incredible. All right, now we're going to go back to my favorite Vitola. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody asked for Castro. So that would actually be a Lancero, if memory serves. C42, 38. I only have a 3-pack of the 38s, but that's okay. We'll finish the evening strong on these. Listen, Mike, I got that. Can you twist your camera so it's not askew? I must have bumped it. There we go. Thank you. Good catch. This arm is not the best in the world. There we go. That better? Thanks. Good catch. I appreciate that. Good looking out. All right. Let's see if we can pull off a Lancero tonight. Oh, Bliss, you were saying that you're, I remember you've said before you don't keep your Chevetta very sharp. I learned why the other night. I got my first Chevetta injury. I'm like, huh. Mine's usually pretty sharp. Hey, one more. One more. Not that one. There we go. Having a furry visitor sneaking up behind me. I can imagine you do. Yeah, you're right. I do need an 8 slot for the. That's next on the list. What I'd like to find is a wooden mold for a 38 and a wooden. I love the plastic molds. They're convenient. They're easy to come by, but I don't think they dry. They don't suck the moisture out like the wooden ones do. All right, scenes. Oh, the furry worker just decided to walk up beside me. Kind of, yes. All right. You know what? Let's just swing for the fences. I know I'm not going to get a ton of leaf in this. So let's just drop a big old piece of Lajero in here. Starting to dry out a little bit too. This leaf's been out several hours. You would think with the humidifier right behind me. I'm certain of this. That's the clean part. Yeah, dude, I feel that, right? Yeah, I know. Dude, earlier I was getting swamped. I mean, it was every other one was about the green. And of course, I kind of used your lingo. I was like, you know what? He deals with this all the time. He knows exactly how to say it. That it's not going to piss people off. And that is way too much. Now that should be fine. A little bit down here in the head. Wrong way. Just a skosh. Right. Well, let's see if I've underpacked it or overpacked it by the time we get this super thick leaf on here. It's going to be too small. No, it's going to be fine. No, it's perfect. Perfect. Move that out of the way. I'm waiting for this scrap leaf to come to life and then attack me. Because there's so bloody much of it. No, stick with the layer. Man, we've got leaf everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Oops, tore that one a little bit. Yeah, that's for sure. He's definitely comfortable if he's stealing your seat. Yeah, you know what? Let's drop one of these in here. Yeah. I think it's a choice. What did I smoke the other day? Oh, actually, let me say, anyway, I copied one of the ones that the Bliss rolled, and I bought some Perique and put it in the middle of it. And that's about the closest to an infused cigar as I'm going to get. I like the natural flavor of the tobacco. It's why I smoke cigars. But the Perique added a very funky taste, and I absolutely loved it. It reminded me of what I like about Dominican tobaccos. It's that earthy kind of, I don't want to say cheesy because that's not right, but it's a funk, and I just love it. Looks like we hit the limit again. Perfect. Perfect. Man, it's this will be the last cigar I roll sitting here. Next time I roll cigars will be at the new house. This has been an amazing stream. Yes, exactly, dude. Oh, Mike, that's exactly it. Cheesy, sweaty socks. Yes. I was concerned about myself the first time I realized that. It's like, huh. But yeah, it's exactly it. And I was, like I say, and this has been an absolutely amazing stream. A lot of the rollers that I hugely respect and admire, they're actually on tonight. That's incredible. One of the things I love about this community is we support each other. We're all in this together. It's kind of awesome. We share knowledge and support each other and cheer each other on. And yeah, it's been about a year. I think the 20th. Yes. Been about a year since I started rolling. Like pretty close to a year. I got my first kit for Christmas and went through those like lightning. And then I bought more, and my girl bought me more. And there's a funny story there too. She didn't know that I had already ordered some tobacco for my birthday. It was like a birthday present to myself. So she ordered me a kit from, I think, LO. When both kits arrived within a day or two of each other, I think I ended up with like 9 pounds of tobacco as a very, very new roller. But that's where it started. And I broke 1,000 the other day. I thought that was a pretty high thing. I mean, I realized the thing I've kept in my head too when I start beating myself up about, especially the torpedoes. I say I beat myself up about the torpedoes is factory rollers roll hundreds of cigars per day. Some of them roll 400 to 500 per day. So that's what I kind of keep in my head. Okay, I rolled 200 cigars. Well, that's, just a couple. That's not even a full day. An apprentice, that's a full day. Well, like the lady I met when we were in Ybor, she claims to be able to roll 500 cigars a day. And seeing that woman roll, I have no doubt that she can pull off 500 a day. She's like greased lightning. Wow. Oh, that's awesome, Pit Stops and Paw Prints. Thank you so much. That's very cool. And I hear my other half walking in the back door right now. She's a hard worker. She's been killing it. Oh, man, I'm going to get these dudes in the press and those other Toros in the press. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Everyone helps. The closer we can get to 1,000, we can people, as soon as we get, I think it's 500 or 1,000. Once we break that limit, YouTube will stop throttling us. Where you get over a certain amount and then it starts kicking people off. I think it's 400. I think it's when it starts kicking. But I am grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. Didn't know that. Would. Right on, brother. Right on. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brenda Cohiba Black. Nice. Thank you so much for the subscription. All right, guys. Next week, brand new place to roll, new equipment to roll with, and some shiny, shiny leaf. Guys, have an amazing evening. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I'm grateful beyond belief. And I bid you all good evening, and we'll see you soon. Have a great one, everyone. Thank you. See ya. Bye. Cheers, gentlemen.